Scooch behind you.
All rise.
You can be seated, thank you.
Oops, I'm sorry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the record. It should reflect that the attorneys, defendant are present, as are the prospective jurors. We are ready now to announce the 13 jurors, 12 jurors, and one alternate that will be trying the case. I will announce you by number, so if you're not sure if you're picked, take a look at your paddle. It'll tell you if you're one of the numbers. And for those that I call out, we're going to ask you to remain here, and then I'm going to excuse the rest of the jurors. We're going to have a short conversation. But these are the jurors that have been selected. Jurors number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 17, 18, 21, 22, 24, 25, and 27. Those are the jurors that need to remain. I'm going to read those off again. Amanda will need to make sure that we have somebody back, make sure somebody doesn't walk out by accident. Once again, those jurors are as follows: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 17, 18, 21, 22, 24, 25, and 27. For those of you that were not selected, once again, and I mean this sincerely, thank you for being here today. Some of the jurors know me and know that I'm full of lots of stories, but this one here is an important one because I think it says a lot about you and about our county. As I go to conferences with other judges, one of the main problems judges in the state of Kansas are having is getting people to show up for jury service. A couple of years ago in Topeka, they had a first-degree murder case. They summoned 100 jurors. 30 showed up. They couldn't even have the trial. In Geary County, Junction City, they had a rash of trouble there. They had several juries in a row that could not be held because people did not honor their civic responsibility and duty to report for jury service. When I tell them that in Ellis County, our statistics are about 95% that show up, they think I'm telling them a fish story. They just don't believe it, but it's true. I marvel at the responsibility that our citizens display in coming here. And today, I don't think we had a single absence. So we had 100% that were contacted that showed up. Thank you. You should be proud of yourselves and proud of your county because it speaks highly of the citizens that we have here. So for those that were not selected, if you need a letter from Sandy that says you were at jury service for your employer, please, they're in the back, and those are available. I guess Kayla would have those back there for you if you need that letter. If any of you have any questions about your attendance today, the voir dire process, I won't have time to talk to you in the next couple of days, or actually the rest of this week because I'm in jury trials all week, but you're welcome to give me a call at the courthouse anytime. I'd be happy to talk to you. If you have any suggestions on how we can improve the jury service, once again, we would welcome those. We always try to find ways to do it better for the convenience of prospective jurors. And with that, for those of you that were not selected, thank you. You are free to go.
You can leave your paddles and questionnaires on your
But yes,
table.
paddles and questionnaire. Let's make sure we do a head count that we have 13. Why don't you go out, because I think Amanda's doing it right now. 13?
Yes, 13.
Okay. Lucky number 13s. You're probably not feeling very lucky right now. I understand that. I know some of you personally, I know people have businesses to run, but again, thank you. Here's how we're going to proceed for the rest of the day. We're going to recess, and you're going to be free to go, make arrangements, take care of any business you might have, grab your lunch, and we're going to start promptly at 1 o'clock. Okay? You will report to the Ellis County Courthouse. When you go there, I'm sure John will be working or Tabitha will be working the desk. You'll check in. Please try to get there at about quarter one work, John. Okay with security? Great, thank you. Try to get there about 1:45 because we'd like to start promptly, as I'm sure you would as well, at 1 o'clock. You could see from the voir dire there are not a lot of witnesses in this case, so I think everybody's expectation is we will finish very early tomorrow, so you can plan accordingly for that as well. When you arrive at the courthouse after you check in, you'll be asked to come up to the 3rd floor. You'll be assigned your seat. It'll correspond with your paddle number. And we will then administer what's called the juror oath. It's a separate oath you take to serve as a juror. Then the attorneys are given the opportunity for opening statement. Opening statement is their chance to tell you what they believe the evidence is going to show. It is not argument, but rather in the form of an outline to try to give you a template or outline to follow as the evidence is presented. The defendant has the right to give an opening right after the state does, or defendant can reserve and give theirs when they start their case in chief, and Ms. Stewart will let us know when we're up there in trial as to which she chooses. And then we'll have the evidence. Then the attorneys and the court will take some time to go over what's called jury instructions, and the case will conclude. I do not think it'll finish today, but it may. If not, it will finish fairly early tomorrow. Okay? So in the next 3 hours or 2 hours and 45 minutes, make whatever arrangements you need to make. Make sure you get lunch, and report back to the Ellis County Courthouse. Please be there no later than 12:45 so that we can start promptly at 1 o'clock. Does anybody have any questions? I'm sure somebody is going to say, well, wait a second, how do I get off this now? No.
How long does it last today?
We will go till 5.
Okay.
Right. However, if we're on the last witness and there's 5 or 10 more minutes to go, I usually ask the jurors and everybody stays, and that way we don't have to break it up and then start back the next morning and interrupt. But we usually finish around 5 o'clock. Yes?
What side of the courthouse do we enter on?
South doors. It's off of 12th Street. It is where the law enforcement center and the courthouse are merged together. There's one common entrance there. When you come in, turn to your left, and John Walls, who's the deputy, or Tabitha Dinas, who's the other deputy that works security, will be there and greet you and give you directions. Any other questions? All right. I do have to give you the admonition again. Do not discuss the case among yourselves or with anybody else. Obviously, you can tell your employers, your co-workers, I got picked for the jury, but you know a little bit about the case, not very much, but a little bit, but don't discuss the facts, all right? Okay, we'll see you all at 1 o'clock. Thank you.